And until you get into that mindset and that start building those habits, um, they're likely going to probably fail within the first 30 days. So coming from like your background with that, there's probably a big transition for you when you went from spec ops to CEO. So how did that carry over for you?
So it's the same mindset, kind of what you were saying. I mean, you don't ever really fail unless you quit.
Correct.
I mean, there is no failure without quitting, and there's no losing. It's learning. So
I love that.
every loss becomes a learning lesson. And, you never truly fail unless you give up. And you can keep trying forever and ever and ever. If you die, then you never really failed. You
Right.
just died trying.
Right.
So, that mindset is the foundation of special operations. Is you can, throughout the selection process, that's what they're trying to push you to as a breaking point to see if you're willing to quit. And I've told a million people that, when they ask what's the hardest thing about selection, the water is the hardest thing about selection. The water is the great equalizer, because it doesn't matter how big you are, how strong you are, how fast you are, how much endurance you have, how long you've been a swimmer. The water will overtake you.
Yep.
You will eventually succumb to the power of the water, and you will drown. And there's a completely different feeling associated with extreme fatigue and physical exhaustion from carrying a ruck or lifting weights, or, where it's just pain and just hunkering down and pushing through the pain and just more and more. You hit that exhaustion, you go. When you're underwater and your oxygen has been taken from you, there is no finding more oxygen.
No.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So at that moment in time, throughout the process, there's guys that mentally break because they lose sight of the fact that you're in a controlled environment where you may pass out, you may potentially die if things go wrong and they don't
Get to you quick enough.
They get to you quick enough.
Yeah.
However, there's a high probability you're going to be okay. So you're willing to roll the dice on potentially dying, and that's the mental mindset that they're looking for in those communities.
Yeah.
Because no matter how bad it got, when you truly thought you were going to die, you didn't quit.
Right.
And if you can find those the people, then they make it in those communities. That mindset, once you've experienced that and done that and truly tested your ability as a person, I think it changes you forever at that point. If somebody hasn't been pushed to that limit, then they never truly know what their mental capacity is. So being able to experience that and then carry it over to your question, long answer to your simple question, to the CEO side is, one, is it going to cost me my arms, legs, eyes, ears, or life? The answer is no. It's not that bad.
Right.
I can keep pushing through all of it.